So Realme has launched its new smartphone and has added one more feather into the GT series, and it's called the Realme GT60. We're going to be unboxing this smartphone that's been launched today, and yes, we'll give you all the details about it. Let's quickly unbox and give you the first impressions. This is Shruti Sharma and I'll tell you all about the Realme GT60. So let's unbox this. Let's see what's there in the box. I'm going to show you everything that's there in the box. Let's open this. You have the SIM ejector, you have the Realme booklet, you have the back cover for the phone and some stickers. What next? Well, we also have a charging cable and we also have the phone. So I'm going to show you the phone a little later. First, let's just quickly see what's there in the box. So look at the charger. You can see this is 120 watts of charging. You can see the size of the charger. It's so big and it's pretty heavy. And by the look of the charger and the wattage that I'm telling you, which is 120 watts, you can figure out how performance of the phone is going to be like. And you have the charging cable. And we now come back to the real thing, which is, yes, the GT60's magic. Wait for it. Look at this. And I'm going to take off this slip here to give you a better view. Check it out, guys. Amazing, isn't it? Let me tell you, this is the nano mirror design is what they're calling it. And yes, this is matte and metal texture that you get in the back. You wouldn't have seen this kind of phone ever. Take a closer look. It's a high-grade stainless steel that you get at the back. And yes, like I told you, it's a nano mirror design, which is matte plus metal. Look at the finish. That's the reason why this design of the Realme GT60 is making news. Moving on to the other features, let's get started. Well, we'll tell you about the display and the cameras and the battery and, of course, the other variants that you get into it. So you see the design of the smartphone, the Realme GT60. Yes, this has the nano mirror design, which is matte with metal. Yes, that's how the texture is. It's a stainless steel, high grade stainless steel that it's made up of, and that's the reason this is making noise these days. Look at the design, take a closer look. It's pretty hard and solid, man. So while talking about the screen size, you could see it's 6.7 inches AMOLED display, and it's a flat display, which I personally love, and you can see that everything that you see is pretty good. Also, one thing that you would notice is that yes, the edges are very, very added on to the display, and yes, it is bezel-less, and everything that you see from the side also, the screen actually goes on till the curve of the smartphone, which is a very nice thing and gives a larger than life experience when you're seeing anything on the screen. It is a glass material, and this is Corning Gorilla Victus 2 with 3D effect. A full HD plus is what you have on the display with 120 Hz of refresh rate. This supports sunlight display and supports Dolby Vision as well. So two of it, that's a very good thing. Talking about the processor, well, this one has a Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3. And now talking about the other things, the Realme UI 5.0 is what you get here. And with the Android that you get here is the latest one. This is the Android 14, which you're getting here with 3 years of operating system update and 4 years of security update. We'll tell you the Android version that you can see here. This is the Android 14, as you can see. Well, moving on to the other features, let me tell you about the battery here. It's a 120 watts battery, and like I told you, the charger, and I showed you, this is the powerful charger here. By the size of the charger, you can figure out how powerful the phone is. This is 120 watts of SUPERVOOV charging. Yes, this is what you get with this, and this has a 5500 mAh of battery. And looking at the slimness of the phone, this is actually very amazing that you have such a sleekness in the phone. The phone is a little on the heavier side, considering that it is a matte and metal texture, which I said that it's a high grade stainless steel. As you can see in the back, To tell you, this is the fluid silver color that I'm showing you. It also comes in one razor green color, if I have to be precise about the colors here. Like I told you, this is in 4 variant, 8 GB plus 128, 8 GB 256, 12 GB 256 and 12 GB 512. That's about the variant, and the weight of the phone is 191 grams. You can give a closer look. A little fingerprint attraction it gets here. You could see that there's a slight finger marks at the back. So yes, the metal here does gets the fingerprint marks here, so that needs to be cleaned every time because it is metal, so obviously they are bound to be coming here. Talking about the main thing now, which are the cameras here. So if you talk about the camera, you could see that there's a separate dash color here where the cameras are given. You have 2 lenses. This is a 50 megapixel OIS Sony LYT600 with the f1.88 aperture with field of view is about 79 degrees, and the other that you get is an ultra wide. This is 8 megapixel with the Sony IMX355. This is a wide angle, like I told you, with 2.2 of aperture. Front camera is 32 megapixel, and this is IMX615 with f2.4. So that's all the detail about the Realme GT60. The design is the most talked about thing right now. Let me just clean this a little bit to give you a closer look at the design, and you would know how this high grade stainless steel metal looks like. Looks pretty fascinating. There's no phone till now that I've seen actually like this. So yes, this is something new. I like the wallpaper here. You could see there are a lot of things here that you can take a look at. A glance for Realme, you could see that there's a mix of wallpapers here. There is a lot of content that you get here, and there's a dedicated RAM games. Everything that you want, you could actually just have a look here and figure out what you want. And of course it's a 5G device. The first impression, it is good. You could see the UI is also pretty interesting, the nice interface, and yes, the design is something that you haven't seen ever and looks pretty impressive at the first look.